There you go.
Alright, so now your dry mix is going to look like this, where it's the dry mix and the little pieces of butter are just mixed in there. So that is what it's going to look like. Then you're going to add the egg milk mixture in, and you're going to stir with a wooden spoon 15 times. And I really actually mean 15 times, so you want to count. So you're going to put that in. You don't want it to be smooth because this isn't pancakes. You're making it's like a biscuit type of pastry. Okay? So we're going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember to scrape the bottom. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, pretty much stop your major mixing, but if there's any little dry pieces, just kind of get them incorporated. This will not be smooth. You don't want it to be smooth. Okay, it's done now. It should look like that. This is what it's supposed to look like. Okay, don't be alarmed. It's not pancakes. Then you're going to take your 2 spoons and you're going to use them to create your dough balls, your dough drops. And basically you need about 14 is what the recipe calls for, but you're going to have different, so if you have like 6 people, just make like 12. And if you have 5 people, make like 15. And if you have like 3 people, you know, just kind of do some math until you can make it even for your group. So what I do is I usually just start out with a little like this big and then add more to make them even later. So I'm just going to start out and do like, we'll just do like, you want about 2 inches apart also. If you have to use a second pan, you can, if you need to. Or baking sheet, I should say. So I'm planning to do 15, so I'm going to do a 5 by 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I did this one too close. If you have to move it, you can move them a little bit. Just hold your parchment down. Okay. And we're going to do 5 by 3. So I would just keep doing it and putting them out until I had 5 by 3. Okay. But because I am wanting to make this video quick, I want to show you the next step. So for the next step, after you have them, you're going to make little wells. So you're going to get another spoon. You should have a little bottle of, or a little bowl of water. And you're going to use the back of it and you're going to press in here till you make a little well like this. And you would keep doing that with all of them. So you would just keep dipping it in the water. And then you would keep going and pressing to making the well in each one. Then after that, you'd put the jelly in. Like it says 1/4 teaspoonful by 1/4 teaspoon. So I'm going to take my 1/4 teaspoon and I would take my jelly and I'd put it in the center right there like that. And I would just do that for all of them until they all look like this. And then when they all look like this, I'm going to put it in the oven. After I put them in the oven, come on over here, I'm going to turn the timer on. So I'm going to hit timer and I'm going to hit it to 10 minutes because the recipe says 10 to 15. So we're going to start at 10 and then we'll check it at 10. We check it by turning on the oven light and we could watch them in here to see if they're done by using the oven light. And then if they're not done at 10, we can add like 2 more minutes, 3 more minutes or whatever until they look like they're a little golden around the edges. They don't need to be completely golden, just around the edges. Then when it's time to take them out, you're going to use the oven mitts or pot holders to take them out of the oven. Do not put them here. Put them on top of the oven. This will melt. This is plastic. So you have to put them on here when you're done. Okay? That's the end of the segment.